Oh, we got one, boys. And it's just a little bass. But as you guys know, here on Let Down Your Net Fishing, we do not discriminate. But let's go, guys. That's a way to start it off with bass fishing, but I could also call it impatient, right? Because a lot of times fish just need you to cast it to the same spot a few times before they bite. That was some good timing from this little bass. Welcome back to another episode of Let Down Your Net Fishing. I'm your host, Chase Weber. We're out here this morning on Lake Acworth. It's early in the morning. It is 5:45 a.m. Got out here early. I'm gonna try to get on this topwater bite before the sunrise. I haven't had much luck out here after the sun comes up, so hopefully since we're out here before sunrise, we can get a couple bites. In the last video, I asked for a few fishing challenges. You guys didn't disappoint. You guys dropped some good ones, some challenging ones in there. I won't tell you right now which ones I picked just yet, but you'll see throughout this video which ones I picked, and hopefully I'll be successful in completing a couple of them. But thank you guys for stopping by. If you don't mind, go ahead and drop a like. If you're not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. I think I was looking at the analytics and it was saying that like less than 23% of the people that watch my videos are actually subscribed. So it doesn't cost you guys anything. It helps me out a whole bunch to grow this channel and to help me stay motivated to keep posting these videos and editing. And you know, I spend a few hours editing every time I record a video. So if you guys wouldn't mind, go ahead and drop a like, drop that subscription, and drop some comments. Without further ado, guys, let's get to fishing. Well, we paddled pretty far. Sunrise today was at 6:27, and it's just after 6 right now, so we're still out here to the spot that we wanted to get to before sunrise. I actually wanted to go a little further down, but I want to start fishing before the sun actually comes up, so I'm gonna cast around a few times, see if I can't get a topwater bite. It's Father's Day weekend, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. But because of that, there's quite a few guys on the water already this morning, which is awesome. Glad some of the dads got permission to come out fishing this morning. That's impressive, man. There's some young kids out here before the sun has even fully risen. Parents are getting them up early, or they woke their parents up early. One or the other. Oh, we got one, boys. We got one. Let's go. First topwater fish on Lake Acworth, I think ever. And it's just a little bass. But as you guys know, here on Let Down Your Net Fishing, we do not discriminate. And the little ones, you got to be careful with when you're fishing with treble hooks, because they like to flip around and get you hooked. But let's go, guys. That's a way to start it off. Catching a little half-pound bass, maybe 0.7 pounds before the sunrise. That's fun. Looks like a little spot. Let's just confirm real quick. So one way you can tell if it's a spotted bass is if you close their mouth and their lip doesn't go past their eye, then it's a spotted bass. Well, if it looks like this. Another way you can tell is the lateral line that has spots in it. You can see these spots here on the tail, and then his fins on the back of his back. That middle, the first one, if it's not like a dramatic dip down right here before it goes to the second one, that's another indicator that it's a spotted bass. But that's fun. Let's get this guy back in the water and continue fishing. And man, you can't beat a topwater bite, if you ask me. It's one of the most fun ways to catch them. You can see your lure on top of the water, and then you see the fish hit it and take it under, and then you feel that tight line, and it gets the blood pumping, that's for sure. And the topwater that I'm using this morning is a topwater walking bait. It is a hard plastic lure with treble hooks. The way that it works is you cast it out, and as you're working it back, it just kind of twists side to side, and it's got a little rattle to it. Out of all of the topwater fish that I've caught, most of them have been on this exact lure, so it's definitely my go-to for topwater. Who knows, I might try the full challenge that was put on my comment section. I think it was 3 bass, 3 crappie or bluegill, and then 1 catfish. If I can get on them today, it might be possible. It's looking like it's gonna be a pretty sunrise. Got the nice pink and blue sky. The sun is about to poke its head up over the trees. I probably won't see it right away because there's a pretty good tree line right there, but should be a pretty sunrise. I always feel like this spot right here is really fishy, and I can't get to it from the bank, and fishing from the dock right back behind me is tough because you're so high up in the air. Never tried the kayak back here though. And a bass just busted on the water up there in front of where I casted. So they're definitely back here. And they are eating stuff on top of the water. The question is, will they eat my lure on top of the water? And do I have the patience for it? Something that I've seen and also experienced myself in bass fishing is that it's difficult to have patience because you're fishing so fast. And if you're in a bass boat, or if you've watched any MLF, Major League Fishing, or any of the bigger tournaments, when you watch these guys, they're constantly moving. They'll just put that trolling motor on idle, and they'll just go straight down a bank and cast at each spot, once, maybe twice, and then they're moving on to the next spot. So it's easy to be, I guess you could call it efficient with bass fishing, but I could also call it impatient, right? Because a lot of times fish just need you to cast it to the same spot a few times before they bite. That was some good timing from this little bass right here. Barely had him hooked, but that was awesome. I had casted to that spot I think 4 or 5 times. I had him hooked pretty good actually, and I got no bites. And then, as I'm saying that sometimes you got to be patient and cast to the same spot more than once, I get this guy to come up and eat it, and he ate it good. I just realized that I have my camera on the wrong view, so that might have been too zoomed in, but hopefully it got the bite, the hook set, and there's another little spotted bass. Man, that's fun. 2 topwater fish in the same morning. I am not going to complain, especially on Lake Acworth. There's number 2, boys. I'm curious to know how many of my viewers live in this part of Georgia, in the Acworth, Marietta area. I guess Acworth, Marietta, Cartersville, Dallas, Woodstock, everywhere right around here. Cobb, Cherokee, Paulding. Drop a comment down below and let me know what county you live in and what's your favorite lake to fish around here. As you guys know, my name is Chase. When I was a kid, my mom got me this fishing rod at a garage sale, and her nickname for me is Chaser. So this rod says Fin Chaser on it, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever when I was a kid. I said, it's got my name on it. So I went and got it, and I think we paid like, I don't know, I want to say it was less than $5 for this whole rod and reel. But I've had it since I was a kid, so it means a lot to me. I got a photo of my son using it. He was just holding it. He's less than 2 years old, but got a photo of him holding it while I was fishing that my wife took, and I'll put it in the video right now. I can't wait for the day when I can take my little boy fishing with me, and you know, hopefully he's interested in the outdoors the way I am, and I can pass that down to him. Something that I definitely look forward to as a father here on this Father's Day weekend. And while we got the worm with the bobber on up there, I could be doing some drop shot fishing since I sit mostly still for that. Uh-oh, I'm getting bit. Getting bit on the bobber. Something's got it. I think I got a tiny little fish on there, guys. Let's go. Yes, sir. Got ourselves a little, tiny. Oh man, and he's got it choked. Tiny little bluegill. Let me see if I can get this out of him without hurting him too bad. Gonna get the pliers out. I can see the top of my hook, so I think I almost got it. There we go. And that's number one. Get back in there, buddy. So we got 2 spotted bass and 1 bluegill so far. I got one on the drop shot, boys. Number 3, little baby bass. Number 3 on the bass, should I say. Number 4 on the day. Hold still, would you? Oh man. Guys, I mentioned in my last video that I'm not sure if I like catching the small ones because of how bad they wrap the line up. Wait till you see what he did in just those couple of seconds. And I don't know if you guys can see that, but my line is wrapped around my hook about 12 times. And it's just this tiny little bass. Let's see if it's a spot or a largemouth. I think it's a spot. Tiny little spot. Maybe a year old. Get back in there, buddy. Let's see if I can get this untangled. Oh my goodness. Those little ones, man, when they come out of the water, they just got so much energy. They are flipping all around, and with the drop shot, your weight is, you know, loose, or not loose, but kind of just on its own. And when they flip around, that drop shot swings and spins and gets all kinds of tangled. I think we got it. And if you guys are wanting to do some bluegill or crappie fishing, what I recommend is make sure that you're using light tackle, from your line size to the hook, even the bobber. This bobber that I have is a little big for bluegill, but I was also gonna use it for catfishing as well. But something I would recommend definitely is to use light tackle. So really small hooks, I would say no more than 8-pound line. And you don't need a whole lot of bait. I have maybe half a night crawler, and they're small night crawlers on my hook right now. But yeah, if you're not getting bites, try to downsize everything. Downsize your hook especially. And that sun is officially up, so up goes my hood on my sun shirt. It's also something else that I've started doing this year that I haven't done in previous years, is wearing sun shirts. They are made to be breathable, so they're not super hot. I got long sleeves on and pants on. And don't get me wrong, once it gets to the middle of the day and that sun is, you know, beaming down, I do start to sweat a little bit. But you're gonna sweat regardless, so you might as well protect your skin, not have to worry about having a terrible sunburn when you get done fishing. Got ourselves a little baby. Just a wee little baby. That's number 2, guys. Get back in there, buddy. Getting bit. We got ourselves one, boys. I think it's our 3rd brim or bluegill or crappie. I'm not sure what. It's a nice bluegill. That's a nice one. The biggest one that we've caught so far. That's a good size bluegill right there. About the size of my hand. Give him a kiss, buddy. All right, get back in there. Get bigger. All right, so we got 3 bass, 3 bluegill. Now I just need a catfish to complete the challenge. Actually complete 2 challenges. if I catch the catfish. But it's pretty fun to catch little bluegill. I forgot how fun it was to watch that bobber go under and set the hook. Let's see if we can catch a couple more bluegill while we're at it. So we're up to 6 fish total on the day. 3 little bass, 3 bluegill, 1 that was itty bitty, 1 that was a little less itty bitty, and then the last one that I just caught, he was a decent sized one. Man, they're taking it and running with it, but they're not eating it all the way, if that makes sense. Got him that time. Just a little wee baby. A wee baby bluegill. Just a wee baby. Where's your uncle at? Oh, big old turtle was chasing this bluegill. That's number 4 from the bluegills. And I need to reel in my catfish line before it gets hung up. Number 4. Got ourselves another nice bluegill. Not super big, but good size red ear. And that's probably about the same size as the other one that I caught that's decent sized. Let's get back in there, buddy. Got ourselves another little baby. Little baby bluegill. I think that's number 7. 7 bluegills, 3 bass. No catfish yet. All right, guys, I think I'm getting a bite on my catfish rod. Oh no. No. Definitely was, and I lost my bait. My phone keeps overheating. So since I was last recording, I think I've caught like 5 or 6 more bluegill. One of them was a red breast bluegill, so it was pretty cool looking. And a couple red ear off camera. There's some unruly kids on the lake today. They're over here by Cobblestone Golf Course, and every single set of people that go by them, they are yelling all kinds of curse words at them, telling them that they suck, telling them that, you know, I can't believe you just missed a 3-foot putt. So if you hear that in the background, or if I hear it when I'm editing, I will probably cut this whole part out because you guys don't need to be hearing all that negativity. Cobblestone's not a cheap golf course either. So those people that are playing on there paid good money to be out there, and they're getting screamed at by some hooligans. So hopefully somebody from the golf course will go out and say something to them soon. Oh no, my bobber's underwater already. Another good little red ear. All right, I think what I'm gonna do, because this thing has a bobber and it's gonna be easy to complete the challenge. Not easy, but easier than trying to just drop it straight down and catch something, is I think I'm gonna pull out a good bit of line on this, and then I'm gonna toss it over here and see if I can't get myself a fish. Technically, all I'm doing is throwing out this with the bobber on it, and then if I get a bite, I will reel it in with my hands. The first challenge that I attempted was catching 3 bass, 3 bluegill or crappie, and 1 catfish. So far, I've caught 3 bass, at least probably 10 bluegill, and no catfish yet. So I still haven't completed that challenge fully. But now, the next challenge I'm going to try is to catch a fish with my hands. And I'm going to cheat a little bit because I tried it with just throwing line out there, and I could not keep it from tangling up. So I casted with my rod just now, but as you can see, I'm not holding my rod, I'm holding just the line. And I'm hoping that I get a bite here in a second and I can complete this challenge as well. All right, guys. Got ourselves another red breast. I wanted to show you guys what they look like because they're so cool looking. And they're called red breasts for a reason. Can you guess why? It's because the breast of the fish is super red. This one's more orange than red. The last one I caught was like really red. But they're pretty, it's a type of sunfish, and they're pretty cool looking pretty cool looking fish. And this one I got it hooked pretty good, so I'm just gonna give you guys another look at them. It's got some purple on them and the red. You can call it sunfish, brim, bluegill. Panfish is the category that all of those fall into, but it's a pretty good looking little fish. All right, I'm gonna fish for a little while longer, try to catch a catfish. I got the spinning rod set up with about 3 little night crawlers on it, 2 sinkers, hoping that I can cast it way out there. And then get ourselves a bite. And catching bluegill over here is super easy. It's almost boring because it's so easy. You put a worm on there, put a bobber on, cast it out, and they eat. And I got myself a nice little bait fish. And that was a big old bass that just got himself a little bait fish. Tiny little bluegill. Oh man, was I recording during that? That's awesome. Yeah, so these kids that are paddling in now, they've been sitting here yelling at golfers. I mean, berating them, cursing them out, telling them they effing suck. You're worse than Tiger when he's on drugs. Just screaming and yelling at people. And the golf course must have got complaints, and they called Acworth PD. Acworth PD is over here on shore with their lights on, using their loudspeaker to yell at these kids and tell them that if they have to get a boat and come out there, they're going to be taken to jail. And they told them that they need to come to shore. That's hilarious. That's what they get. They were being pretty ridiculous about it. It's not like they were just joking with them and having fun. They were being disrespectful and, for lack of better words, they were being ignorant. That's pretty funny. I'd hate to give up on this challenge, but I've been fishing for a catfish for at least a couple hours now and haven't caught anything yet. I've had a few bites and I've had my bait stolen once, so I know that there's something out here biting it. I just don't know for sure that it's a catfish. And I've also been out here for about 10 hours. We made it home, guys. Good day on the lake. I did some challenges today that you guys put down in the comments, so thank you for commenting and giving me something different to do on the lake. We tried a challenge where we were supposed to catch 3 bass, 3 bluegill or crappie, and a catfish. We caught 3 bass and about 10 to 15 bluegill, but no catfish. We fished for a couple hours for the catfish, and I never caught one. It was the middle of the day though, and I don't really know where catfish like to hang out, so I'm going to do some research on that. And now I feel obligated to go catch a catfish, so I'm going to be trying to complete that challenge on a separate video. Maybe I've included it the rest of this weekend. I might go fishing, so maybe if I caught a catfish, I already included it in the video, so I guess I'll find out after you guys do. But thanks for hanging out. Hope you guys enjoyed the content. Feel free to continue challenging me on different types of fishing or different ways to catch fish or whatever the case may be. I tried, as you guys saw in the video, the challenge to catch a fish with just my hands, no rod, and that wasn't successful either. I got tangled up quite a bit, but had a good time on the lake, caught a lot of fish, was out there almost all day, so a little tired, but ready to enjoy the rest of my Father's Day weekend. Again, happy Father's Day to all you fathers out there. Yeah, if you haven't already, drop a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. I think we're at 71. Let's get to 100 before the end of summer. That's the goal. All right, gang, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next one.